I'll just go with the question I was going to ask the last time. Um,
Okay.
all right, so the Cubs are, they were going a little bit rougher lately. Not a great, stretch, but they have won two in a row and split with the Brewers in a key series, and they beat the Pirates last night. So, how do you feel about the Cubs?
I feel pretty good still. It's definitely frustrating when they lose to teams like the Reds or especially the Brewers, which not saying that those teams, are horrible. The Reds have actually been pretty decent this year, especially, more towards the second half of the season. But overall, like I watch baseball as my escape, and I definitely just I have a lot of faith in this team. I have a lot of hope. We've definitely seen far worse Cubs teams, so I definitely do get frustrated sometimes, especially when there's games like that recent 7-0 loss to the Brewers. It's like pointing at heads. But overall, I still feel confident. I think we're definitely going to win the division, and I think I'll worry about the playoffs once we get there. So, trying to stay
Yeah,
positive.
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Um, we just got some not great news today. Uh, Mike Montgomery's got a sore shoulder, so he's going on the DL.
Yeah.
So we are getting back into the Tyler Chatwood experience.
Yay.
I, I, I can't say I feel good about it, but what are your thoughts? I guess we have to go with it, right?
Yeah, I don't feel great about it either. I desperately want to like Tyler Chatwood. And I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't mean it in that way, but I was just I mean, all Cubs fans, I think we were just very hopeful that he would be able to contribute, and clearly he really hasn't been, unfortunately. Same thing with Darvish. It's not his fault that he got injured. Stuff happens, but I don't feel great about not having Monty to lean on a little bit anymore. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, there's some good news. Yu Darvish is supposed to go on a rehab start
Oh yeah,
on Sunday.
good. Is he going to Iowa, or are they sending him down lower?
They're going to South. He's going to South Bend.
South Bend. Okay, good. That's
Um,
that's definitely.
yeah. But the thinking is that he's got to make at least two or three rehab starts. But maybe with this Montgomery injury, maybe they'll move it along. But it'll be good to have him back.
Yeah, I definitely. Sorry if you're still talking. Cut out a little bit, but I think I wouldn't want to rush any of the rehab starts, because at least this is happening in August. I mean, I know this season's not that much longer, but I still think we have a little bit of time. So I'd rather see him get those solid three, rehab starts in, just get his confidence back, get back in the swing of things before we bring him back up, and hopefully he'll be able to just get right back into the swing of things. But yeah, you never know. Maybe they'll cut it down to two, or see what happens. I guess.
Yeah, that's the hope. So now I guess another issue that we got to bring up is David Bodie mania
I
because
know. Is
that's
it an issue?
well, it's not an issue, but it's something everybody's talking about. So could we talk about the greatness that is?
Yeah. Oh my God. I love. I mean, everybody. What Cubs fan doesn't love David Bodie right now? I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there who doesn't, and they're probably on Twitter because there's always someone. But his story's just been so great. I can't remember. I think it was like maybe 2 games ago, Kelly Cole was talking about how she interviewed his wife, and she wasn't at the game where he hit the grand slam, but she saw it on TV and just went out on their balcony. You could hear everyone was really cheering. Like, I just think that's so amazing, and I know he spent a lot of time down in the minors, and that he was thinking about quitting, and his wife stood by him and said no, like he made it this far. So it's just so heartwarming, and I just the way he plays, and even just watching him, like run around the bases after that grand slam. He had so much like joy and excitement, and that's why I love baseball. I think that's why a lot of us do. There's so much other horrible crap going on in the world. It's like to see that guy work so hard, have that awesome moment, and be able to celebrate with his teammates was so great. So I mean, small sample size as the time goes on that he's in the lineup, pitchers will figure him out, and we feel it both will have to adjust. But I think he shows a lot of promise, and I guess you're right. It will be an issue once Bryant is healthy again, just kind of see where to to fit him in there. But if there's one thing Joe can do, it's definitely juggle a lineup. So I hope that he gets to get some more playing time once Bryant is back.
In this camp that a lot of people are starting to say maybe we should limit, you know, Addison Russell's playing. It's kind of sketchy, touchy issue for some people. But I'm really starting to think that's what we have to do.
Yeah, I agree with you. All of Russell's personal life issues aside, I just think that he's maybe not as good as everyone's kind of hoping he would be. He definitely has talent, but I think maybe the expectation is a little bit higher than what he's actually been producing at. So I would be perfectly fine with him seeing that in the maximum starts.
Happening. Like, we'll see when Brian comes back because obviously he's taking some swings now, but no one knows when he's going to be like 100%. So it's probably not going to be an issue till that happens.
Right. Yeah. I'm thankful, that we have Cody in the meantime. But yeah, I think Brian, unfortunately, I know he said he's confident he'll be back this season, but I don't know. I don't feel totally negative about it, but I know even he was just taking some practice swings even without the ball just kind of like swinging into air. So I definitely don't want to rush his recovery either because we can't afford to bring him back sooner than maybe he should be and risk further injury because that would just be devastating. But maybe he'll pull a Kyle Schwarber and he'll be ready for the real important games.
Yeah, that's the hope that he'll recover in time for that, but
yeah,
we will see. All right, now another. Right now, like I'm kind of getting a little nervous. Should I?
I'm sorry. I think your audio is cutting out a little bit on my end, so I'm missing part of the question.
I'll ask again.
Okay, I
So I'm
got you
just
back
saying.
now.
Okay, should we be worried about the Cardinals? They're kind of gaining steam, and
As much as I want to say no, realistically, yeah. I mean, it's a little concerning. At the beginning of the season, I was like, wow, I guess we kind of have to be worried about the Brewers, but I'm not confident that they'll be able to stay competitive. I think they're kind of showing that they're kind of running out of steam, but the fact that the Cardinals are kind of right on their butts definitely doesn't make me happy. But I still think we'll be able to take them on, and we'll still win the division.
yeah, that's the hope anyway. I mean, they've had to use so much energy to get back into the race that you're thinking maybe they'll run out of steam now that they've spent so much just to get this close.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, well, they have enough once they get there to stay where they're at. So yeah, no, that's a very good point, and I totally agree with you.
All right, so now this is a question I like to ask a lot of times. How did you become a Cubs fan?
Okay, so yeah, I live in New York, not the city. For anyone who's probably most of the listeners are in the Chicago area. I know you're actually not in Chicago either, right?
No, I'm not. I'm in
Yeah.
Montana, so
Yeah, so maybe we have similar stories. I actually really didn't get too much into baseball as a whole until about high school. We have a minor league AAA team here in my hometown, so I'd go to games when I was a kid with my dad, but I never just really got into it. For some reason in high school, I just really decided, hey, I want to sit and I want to learn baseball, and that's when it kind of captured me. So at the time, I live in Rochester, New York, and we have the Rochester Red Wings, and they were affiliated with the Minnesota Twins. I kind of started to follow the Twins, but I was like, it's in Minnesota. That's kind of far away, and I don't really care about this team. It was cool seeing, their prospects come up, or just see guys who played for the AAA team, and then they get promoted. That's always cool. But the team never really like truly resonated with me. So I have some friends who are in Chicago, big, like huge Cubs fans, and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. And I've always liked the city of Chicago, so I kind of just decided I'm going to be a Cubs fan now. So I don't have the lifelong, I've been a fan since, 19 whatever, which, is always fascinating to me. And when people are like, oh, you're a Cubs fan? Well, for how long? It's like, why does that matter? But anyway, that's a sidebar. But yeah, so I kind of just stumbled into it. I just liked the city, so I kind of decided I liked that team too. And like I said, I had friends who were diehard Cubs fans, so it was fun to share it with them, and I've just kind of followed them ever since.
Yeah, that's a good story, and mine's kind of more the. So it was kind of like you get born, and it's like, oh yeah, you're a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have a choice. So
Yeah, it's funny. My brother and his wife, they just had a baby, he's 2 months old now. So I made sure, because her brother is a Yankees fan, which is, like a sin to me. So I was like, I'm going to buy this baby a Cubs onesie, and he's going to be a Cubs fan, and he's going to love baseball whether he likes it or not. So
that's a good strategy.
yeah.
So now you've started writing for Cubs Den,
Yes.
doing recaps. I also about the joys and hardships of writing recaps.
Yeah. Sorry, the audio cut out on my end a little bit. So I think I know what you asked, but if I stray off track, let me know. Obviously, the joys are when something really exciting happens, or you get to describe as best as you can like an amazing hobby tag, or the lows are when, like, my last recap was that 7-0 loss to the Brewers, where you don't want to, I try to stay as neutral as possible with the recaps, even though I'm writing for Cubs fans. It's like, I don't want to throw too much of my opinion in it. It's like, here's what happened. Unfortunately, we couldn't get more than 3 hits. But overall, I really like it. I love writing for Cubs Den because I know it's a really well-respected blog. So when I was asked to join your team, I was definitely excited. So I don't know. Did that answer the question? I kind of ramble sometimes.
No, that was pretty good. Yeah, sometimes I try to do that too, like stay a little more objective. Sometimes I do get a little like, if a game really gets on my nerves,
Yeah,
people could
that's
probably tell
fine.
I'm annoyed by it. But yeah, no, the next couple weeks are Cubs play a lot of games on the road, but who are you like? A lot of players are slumping right now. I mean, Russell.
Yeah,
You talked about Schwarber,
hobby a
Contreras. A lot
little
of
bit.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hobby's in kind of a hole. Who do you think's really gonna? Somebody's gonna get hot pretty soon on the team. Who are you thinking that's gonna be?
Realistically, I think Javi, just because, I mean, is there anything that guy can't do? So I'm sure he's just gonna, I don't know, do his magic and just get hot again. But I would really, really like Ian Happ. For anyone who doesn't know me, doesn't follow me on Twitter, I love Happer. I just really like the guy. I think he's got great potential. I think he's a little underrated sometimes, and yeah, he strikes out a lot. But I actually, when I consider him, I also consider Javi, which, like the pet, maybe like 2015, 2016, his strikeouts were insane. But as he, you know, played more seasons in the majors, he's been able to figure it out and, like, produce more. So I hope Hap gets to that level. I was very happy that he was not traded, although if he was traded for DeGrom, I wasn't going to be mad about it. Um, so yeah, realistically, Javi, hopefully Hap.
Yeah, and Hap does sometimes get more flack than he deserves because like he walks a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
his
he's
on base
shown
percentage is very good.
he's definitely grown his eye at the plate. I've seen, yeah, I think that's a huge improvement. I think it's just because he's so, like, we love Javi, we love Wilson Contreras, because they're, like, just so demonstrative and, like, so exciting. They just have that, like, exciting presence. And I know Hap's just a little bit more, like, kind of, I don't know, bland isn't the right word. Like, I don't mean that to be mean, but he doesn't, show as much emotion. So maybe that's why people kind of just, like, don't think about him as much, I guess.
Yeah. Article about Albert Almora.
I'm sorry, I just took a sip of water as you said that.
Oh no, I wrote an article. I made the suggestion that maybe he shouldn't play as much against tough right-handed hitters, and maybe Hap should play in those roles. And man,
Yeah.
the people were not happy.
Really?
They love Almora. Yes. Love Elmora.
Yeah, well, I mean, I prior to joining Cubs, then I wrote for Locked On Cubs, which they phased out the writing end, but that site still exists, so definitely check that out. But I wrote about Elmora too because he was showing some improvement against hitting against righties, but I mean, Hap's a switch hitter, and I believe he has more home runs from the right, but I could totally be making that up. But yeah,
I,
Almora is definitely a fan favorite, and with reason. Like he's definitely very talented, but people really love Elmore Jr.
yes, a lot. And like, I can't remember either of Hap's he's got like I don't know the exact breakdown of that either.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I should be more prepared, but I'm not. I'm sorry.
Conan used to use on his show. Uh, we don't prepare for our show, and I think it shows.
Yeah.
I don't prepare for the show, and I think it shows.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, look, if people want to know, they can Google it themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
and I
we're
think.
just saying Hap's
Oh,
good.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think they're both Elmore and Hap are pretty comparable defensively. I mean, neither of them I think are superstars in the outfield. Neither of them are ever going to compare to Hayward, of course, but they've both definitely improved.
Yeah, and Elmore is like a great instinctually he's great, but
Yeah,
he just great catches. So I'm not he's a very above average, but without the speed, he'll never be like a Hayward or like a Trout.
yeah, for
It's
sure.
just it's. And I'm not saying that as a knock on him. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, no, totally. People's limits are what they are. So.
Most out of what he's got, way he gets like 100% of what he's got.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed the first half of that, so I don't know who you were talking. I'm assuming you were still talking about Elmore.
I
I don't
am,
know.
yes.
I don't know what's going on with my connection, but I'm just afraid I'm going to get so many mean tweets now. People are going to be like, "What? You don't like Elmora? I love Elmora, guys. I'm just
Yes.
talking about him objectively."
Yes. I also like to add, I am being we're not, we love
Yeah,
Elmora.
we are not
We're
anti
not anti
Elmora.
Elmora. Yes.
I know he and his wife do a lot of work with rescue dogs too, and I think that's awesome. So
Yes,
we
yes,
are
no,
fans.
yes, Elmore is great. And now one thing that has been a nice surprise, is, I thought he might be good, but in about an hour. So if he gets lit up tonight, then you can blame me. But Cole Hamels has been a very nice surprise so far, I think.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I've seen some people on Twitter, Rangers fans presumably, who are like, why didn't he pitch like that when he was with us? But you see it all the time. Sometimes these guys just need a different organizational environment, change of scenery, and I hope that, like you said, that he continues to play the way he's been playing, because that's what we needed right now, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder how much stock, because it's a thing that I sometimes believe. You're on a bad team, and the season's over in like May. Do you
Yeah.
kind of mail it in?
I mean, I'm not a professional athlete. I've barely played high school sports, but yeah, I mean, I don't think these guys ever. I wouldn't say cash it in, which I know that's not what you meant, but like, I think it's definitely mentally, if you know that you're not, the team is not competitive, then yeah, I can only imagine it's human nature to be like, well, even if I pitch a no hitter, it's really not going to matter. So it's got to be a little bit demoralizing for these guys.
Yeah, you'd think so anyway, but clearly whatever happens since he got to the Cup is working.
Yeah, hopefully he can transfer a little bit of that to Tyler Chatwood.
Yes, he can be the give the magic spell to Chatwood.
Yeah. And a little bit of his good vibes or whatever. Success vibes.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
mean, people have been like goes out and throws like 7 shutout innings, and Oh, did you lose?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Repeat that one? Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry about that.
Okay, no. I was just saying, Chatwood's been like, all year people have been saying, maybe he's due for one really good start. So I'm like, maybe this will be it.
Yeah, finally. You never know. It's got to happen sometime.
Right.
Yeah, I think with him, I mean, I got to be honest, I didn't know much about, I don't know anything about him other than that he pitched for the Rockies, which, hey, if he can pitch with the force field, I'm showing my ignorance about any team that's not the Cubs now. If he can pitch there, I know that, the home run rate there is ridiculous. It's definitely hitter's park. Like, you can pitch in it, dude. Figure it out. Me and all my managerial advice. Hey, Tyler Chatwood, just figure it out.
Yeah.
I know.
Just go out there, go get him.
Yeah. But, maybe this time in the bullpen was really good.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I guess the Cubs don't really have a choice at this point, so.
Yeah, exactly. So we could sit here and say what ifs forever, but it is what it is.
Right. Gotta go out there. Question to close it out. And this thing with the Braves and the Marlins the other night, where, this
Yeah.
Acuna had been on like a tear hitting home runs, and he got hit on purpose. I mean, what kind of garbage is that?
I think it's so gross. I just hate this whole old school, oh, you gotta respect the pitcher, beat him. It's like, it's messed up. He didn't even do anything wrong. He's been playing really well. I think it was Kelly Wallace. She either tweeted herself or retweeted someone who was like, "Hey, if you're a pitcher and you're mad that a guy's hitting well against you, pitch better." It is completely boggles my mind that anyone would think, "Oh man, this guy disrespected me by doing his job well, so let me drill a 90+ mile per hour pitch at him." It's just crazy, and I think it's so gross. And I'm glad. I
Yeah.
think most of baseball fans have come around to that point of view as well, because it's just there's really no place in the game for that kind of behavior anymore. I don't think, especially when the guy literally did nothing wrong. Maybe if he's like not. I mean, I don't think it's ever acceptable to throw at a hitter, but I understand it a little bit more if the guy's chirping at you. There's some bad blood. Maybe I don't know. He did something crazy to you last time, but it's like nah. He just playing baseball really well. Maybe you should just pitch better if you don't want to get hits off of you.
Yeah. Someone got promoted over you, so you punch them for making you look
Crazy.
bad. Well, so.
Sorry.
You still, you losing me again?
Yep, just got you back. I'm so
Okay.
sorry about this.
Oh no, it's okay. I just want to I was gonna do the thing where I thank you for coming on my podcast, but
Yeah,
I've gotten
thank
enough
you.
out of here that I've gotten enough out of here though that I can put where you're coming through clear that I can put something together for sure.
Okay,
So
good. Yeah, again so sorry for all the technical issues.
oh no,
Internet
it's
hates me
okay.
today. But no, I
It
thank
happens.
you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of
Fun.
course. All right. And now I will